Okay, what I want to do right now is I want to go through an extremely important formula that you will definitely need when it comes to all of your campaigns. And I give this formula out a lot. Every single time somebody uses this formula, oftentimes they're usually successful when it comes to CPA, and they're usually successful when it comes to their campaigns. But the times that people deviate from this formula, people often wonder why their things are not working, why their campaigns are not working. And it's often down to just basic math, okay? And it's basically, I'm gonna write it down first of all. So it's a formula that's called the 5-2-2 formula, okay? The 5-2-2 formula. And all that basically means is it's gonna be your basic campaign setup. So this is what happens, okay? When I make a campaign, I run a maximum. I will sometimes do less than this, okay? But you never want to do more than this typically. Okay, you want to make sure that the ratio still stays the same. So I have a maximum of 5 ads that I run on any placement. Okay, so it could be a native ad campaign. I have 5 different ads that I'll be running. Okay, it could be an adult campaign. I have 5 ads that I'm running or 5 banners that I'm running. A Facebook campaign. I have 5 different ads that I'm running. All the different variations, okay, but I basically have 5 ads, maximum of 5 ads that I run, okay? Then the next step is having 2, which is basically the landing page. So it's for LP, right? Landing page. So then this is going to be 2 variations of maybe an opt-in page. It might be 2 variations of a pre-sale page, 2 variations of an advertorial, depending on the specific offer that you're promoting. But you're going to have a basic maximum of 2 landing pages that you're rotating against each other. Then you're going to have a maximum of 2 offers. So this could be the same offer, but it could be from 2 different networks, because sometimes you're going to find that one network might be scrubbing you, might be shaving you, and sometimes the conversion rate can be different if you just test the same offer on 2 different networks. Sometimes it could be the same type of offer, but a different landing page, right, for that specific offer. Or it could be just 2 completely different types of offers that is within the same niche that still makes sense with your ad and your landing page, okay? So for example, if you're promoting like a weight loss offer, right, we could have 2 weight loss pills. One could be like a colon cleanse, and one could be something like Garcinia Cambogia, okay? So again, 5 ads, 2 landing pages, 2 offers. Now a lot of people ask me, why exactly do I follow this formula? And the basic reason I follow this formula is because of me taking into consideration that within CPA, we want to basically find a combination of ad, landing page, and offer that's profitable. Okay, that is something that we're putting $1 in and we're getting more than $1 out. Now in order for us to do that, I do apologize, I'm close to this sore. But in order for us to do that, we need to make sure that we are running enough traffic to each combination of ad, landing page, and offer. Okay? We want to make sure we're running enough statistically significant data to each ad, landing page, offer combination in order for us to find out if there's a specific winner or if there's a specific loser. And what I always usually do is I follow a rule of 3 times offer payout. Okay, with most of my campaigns before I really pause anything. So 3 times payout. This is personally my rule. You guys don't have to follow it, but I suggest you do. But as a bare minimum, I test 3 times the offer payout before I pause a variable, unless I can see that the variable is doing really, really bad off the bat, and it's just like an anomaly. Okay, you might find that. So for example, if you're running native ads, if you can see that your average click-through on your landing page is 20%, across all of your websites they're targeting, and then there's just like one spot that does like a 1% click-through on the landing page, then I might pause it early on, okay? But apart from that, if you don't see anomalies, which is something that's so out of your normal data range, okay, that's just like, this might be bot traffic, or this might be fake visitors. If you see anomalies, then you can pause it earlier. But typically, I let things run for a minimum of 3 times offer payout. And if it's profitable, I might do more than that. Okay, or if it's break even, I might do more than that because I'm getting the data for free. Now, this is how you have to look at things. If we want to find a combination of ad, landing page, and offer that could be potentially profitable for us, or could be a potential winner for us to now take to the optimization phase and now the split testing phase. We now need to understand that there's a lot of combinations, right, within 5 ads, 2 landing pages, 2 offers that could be profitable or not profitable. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw this out diagrammatically very, very quickly. So let's say, for example, we have 5 ads. So we have ad 1, so ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, ad 4, and ad 5. Okay? So these are our 5 ads. Now with these 5 ads, okay, we now have 2 landing pages. So we have LP1, you see that? And LP2. So it's just going to stand for landing page 1, landing page 2. And we have 2 offers, okay? So offer 1, so it's for O1, and offer 2. Now if we think about this, ad 1 could go to landing page 1, okay? Offer 1. This could be one combination that could be profitable or not profitable. It can also go from ad 1 to landing page 1 to offer 2. Okay? It can also go to ad 1 to landing page 2. Right? Let's color this here real quick to make sure it's a bit different. So it can also go to ad 1, landing page 2, offer 1. Right? It's just one combination of different, well, it's basically 3 combinations so far. Adds 1, landing page 2 to offer 2. But it's just one ad. But already, you can see that just with one ad, there's 4 different combinations that could be potentially profitable or not profitable. Okay? Now this is the mistake that people make. If one ad, right, has 4 different combinations that can be profitable or not profitable. So this one has 4, this one has 4, this one has 4, this one has 4, this one has 4. Okay? Collectively, just with 5 ads, okay, 2 landing pages, 2 offers, we have a total of 20 combinations that could potentially be a winning combination that could make us thousands of dollars per day, right? Or we have 20 combinations that could be literally losing us hundreds of dollars per day, okay? And that's just with 5 ads, 2 landing pages, 2 offers. And this is why I always recommend people test tightly, is because we are now going to be spending 3 times the offer payout on each combination, okay, to really determine if it's a good combination or if it's a bad combination. So let's say, for example, this is also why I recommend you guys, right, when you guys are starting off with CPA, but don't start off with these trial offers, especially if you're on a low budget. I would only recommend these trial offers that pay out like $30, $35, $40 per trial. If you have maybe about $5,000 plus, right, to be able to invest into advertising. If you guys don't have that, start with some low payer offers, like some lead generation offers, okay? And you can literally run the campaigns that are inside the VIP section, okay? So definitely do that. You can also use the landing pages, use the ads that are in the VIP section. I'll get you going. But I mean, just look at the amount of variations that we have right now. We have 20 different combinations, right? And we have 5 ads, and each of these ads to each of these 2 landing pages, each of these 2 offers, there's 4 different combinations that can be profitable or not profitable. Okay? So let's say, for example, if we were to start off, right, with an offer that paid out, let's say $2. Right? Let's just say, for easy math, let's say $5. Okay? If we're going to be spending 3 times off a payout, that means that we're going to spend on each combination an average of $15. Okay? Per combination. So per combination. So this basically means that we have 20 combinations at $15 per combination. That means just to test a $5 payout offer, like a lead generation offer, we're essentially going to have to really spend $350. Is my math correct? Let me just see. Nah, I'm talking rubbish. You're going to have to spend $300, okay, just to be able to test one campaign, right? So we test one campaign with 5 landing pages, with 5 ads, 2 landing pages, 2 offers. Okay? And sometimes what you could do is you can mess around with these numbers. So you can start off with 2 ads, 5 landing pages, 5 offers, right? But I mean, I recommend 100% of the time that have 2 hot converting offers that are on the CPA network that you're running with. Okay, I would definitely recommend you guys, if you're not part of A1 Revenue, make sure you sign up to A1 Revenue. Okay, then with the landing pages as well, we're going to basically have 2 landing pages that we're going to see super affiliates use. So we never really want to reinvent the wheel and make landing pages ourselves. I'll typically do some reverse engineering, right, some counterintelligence, and find what other affiliates are using, big affiliates, right. I'll take some of the top 2 landing pages I can find, and some of the ads that affiliates are using. Okay, so I might use things like what runs where, sometimes AdBeat, to find the ads, right, that people are using, and pretty much in a nutshell, I'll then start testing different ad combinations, different landing page combinations, different offer combinations, and then usually I will look into my reports and I might see an ad to landing page to offer combination that might do well. And then from that point, once I can identify that, I might now try and refine that by split testing the ad, okay, by multivariate testing the landing page, and by basically trying to put some work in the offer, maybe send some volume so I can try and get some pay bumps, okay? But already you can see, right, how much you have to spend with a $5 offer. And let's say, for example, if you were to run a $50 payout offer, okay, just in the initial testing stage, you'll have to spend $3,000, okay, which is pretty much 10x this, okay? So, I mean, guys, you can see right now why I recommend, if you have a low budget of $1,000, why you should start with like a lead generation offer. Because, I mean, just looking at the math, it works out. And if you are somebody who is a newbie and you decide to not follow my advice, okay, you can always do less than this as well. You can test maybe, you don't want to test too small, they don't have enough variations that could be potentially profitable or not profitable. Because you're testing too tightly. Let's say, for example, you just test 1 ad, 1 landing page, 1 offer. That's too tight. You're not going to be able to have, you want to have some type of variations happening in your campaign, but you don't want it to be so tight to the point where like there's not much being tested. Okay, you want to still have a decent sample size. So I mean, guys, right? If you like don't follow my advice and you were to test 50 ads, okay, 2 landing pages, 2 offers, thinking that, you know what, forget this guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me just test as many ads as possible. What's going to happen is if you test 50 ads, right, you're going to have a total of 200, right, combinations that you're just going to be testing. You don't know if one of those combinations is going to be profitable. Yes, it can be profitable, but you just have to bear in mind that you definitely need to have the budget to be able to test all those 2 combinations and spend at least 3 times the offer payout on each combination so it becomes kind of significant. Because you can start to really, especially with higher payout offers, you're going to start to really gauge things with 3 times offer payout, but you can always do more. It's not a hard and fast rule. The bare minimum I recommend is 3 times offer payout before you start pausing any type of variable. But if you guys follow this formula, the 5-2-2 formula, okay, and you just be disciplined and just type this on your skin if you need to, right? I don't know what you have to do, but just remember this formula: 5 ads, right, 2 landing pages, 2 offers. That's going to be a total of 20 combinations that can be profitable and not profitable. What I recommend is spending at least 3 times offer payout on each combination to see if it works, okay? This might not even work. It might not be profitable for you. Don't worry, even if it's not profitable, you're still gonna go to the next stage, right? Which is all about, that's the key word here. Let me just write it right here. Keyword is split testing. Split testing, okay? Because again, all of these combinations, they just might not work for you, okay? Not every single campaign it works for. But I mean, at the end of the day, once you do have a combination that even if it is losing money, it might be losing a little bit of money compared to the rest of the campaigns, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna now refine that campaign by split testing and optimizing. So that means you might have to now pause some of your targeting options, okay? So that means you might have to pause, let's say for example, pause Android and just run iPhone, if iPhone is breaking even for you, right? And then you might have to pause some specific regions. And then once you start split testing your ad, multivariate testing your landing page, okay, and maybe even getting some pay bumps in your offer, all of these incremental changes is going to boost it from a negative into a positive, okay, and that's how we make money. Okay, so it's very, very simple. Just to wrap up things, okay, because I don't want to go over this too much. But I have to, because I know some guys, they still just completely disregard my advice and they try and tell me like they've never heard it before. That 522 is like some foreign. I'm gonna let you guys know. I might have it tattooed on my skin in the next video just so you guys remember. And it just be some that subliminal thing that you guys remember. But 522, remember this formula. 5 ads, 2 landing pages, 2 offers. The reason that we want to follow this formula is because this is a lot of combinations, right, that can be profitable or not profitable. But we want to test relatively tightly to make sure that we're not testing too much where our budget won't facilitate 3 times the offer payout, okay? So with 522, there's going to be a total of 20 combinations because each ad can go to each landing page, which can go to each offer. And there's 4 combinations, right, for each ad, okay? And there's a total of 5 ads, so 20 combinations, okay? That can be profitable or not profitable for us. We're going to be spending 3 times offer payout before really pausing anything. If there are anomalies, so let's say for example, if there's something that is just completely way off, if you can see that your average click-through rate on your landing page is like 30%, and there's one combination where your average click-through rate is at 1%, pause that. You don't want to spend money on that combination. And then once we've done that, what we can do is we can take the best combination, move it into another campaign, okay? So like, I just basically press duplicate on Test Easily and it does everything for me. But basically, we'll take everything into a new campaign and literally, right, I'll now start split testing the ad, so changing one element at one time, right, to be able to really identify what's the best performing ad and try and improve on my best performing ad. Multivariate tested landing page, even ask and request for pay bumps on the offer once I can set some volume. And then what will happen is all of these incremental changes and optimizing my targeting is going to allow me to turn a negative campaign, which might be this starting off, right? And that's how most campaigns are going to start off, into a positive campaign. Okay, and once we've done that, we're going to now make back the $300 that we spent on data, assuming that we're starting off with a $5 payout offer, and then we might be doing $300 a day, okay? Which means that the amount we invested initially, going to be making that back every single day. And typically that's what I kind of do. That's what I kind of find with a lot of campaigns. It might start off bad, it might start off red, but then eventually it goes into the black once I do this process of following the 522 formula, finding the combination that works, take it to a new campaign, and then once I'm taking it to a new campaign, just start split testing and optimizing, okay? So, I know that's been a bit of a long, right, session, and I know it's been like a long topic, but hopefully you guys understand that. Hopefully you guys process that. Hopefully you guys won't be doing some crazy, stupid stuff that I know a lot of people do, which is testing 20 different ads, 20 different landing pages, 20 different offers, and be like, I'm not profitable, let me shut the whole campaign down. Or if you're, and this is what I do per spot, by the way. Okay, so if I'm targeting multiple spots, okay, I make 1 campaign per spot, and I follow this process, and I spend about $300 on a $5 payout offer on just 1 spot. Okay, so this could be a header on a specific site. I never do this with every, unless it's native ads. Native ads is kind of like the only exception. But if the targeting options do allow me to target 1 spot at one time, I'll definitely try and target 1 spot at one time and do this process for every single spot that I target, okay? So, guys, make sure you take notes on this. This is highly, highly important. If you guys do this, you can become very, very successful very, very quickly. Because again, CPA is just about maths. And this is the maths that I found that work in my favor, okay? So it's your boy, Mr. Opulent. I'm gonna see you guys on top.